Not worried about Mike Tyson. He comes from Brownsville, never ran, never will. You name him, he's flamed him, and he's got flamed himself. He can look after himself. Doesn't need a big man like me worrying about him. Not worried about Mike, 60 years of age or not. I'm not chastising Jake Paul. Mike wants to fight as much as Jake, and they're both getting paid. In fact, I admire Jake Paul's entrepreneur spirit. Him and his brother Logan are an unstoppable force, and KSI. I'm not worried about, oh, this is a disgrace for real boxing and it's going to hurt real boxing. I'm not worried about none of that crap. I'm not worried about anything. This is just observation, thoughts that came up in my head for the day, and now I'm getting the opportunity to lay it down. Boxing beats and rhyme style. American boxing. Question. How does the Dead Zone crown 2 4-belt undisputed champions in one calendar year? At light heavy, with a set of pound for pound unbeaten stalwarts. And the same for the heavyweight fight. 2 undefeated craftsmen. How do we crown 2 undisputed champions? One at the Premiership division in the sport, heavyweight. And then to add to that, you've got the likes of AJ, Zhang, Wilder, Dubois, Bacoli, Parker. The heavyweight division is just as good as it was in the 90s. All performing scoring knockouts. Caballero. I've probably missed names as well. There's prospects. Itoma, Fabio Wardley. All these fights from Riyadh season. An undisputed heavyweight champion. The first since Lennox Lewis in 1999. 25 years. Turki Al-Sheikh is promising to bring the pay-per-view prices down across there. All he wants to do is put the best against the best. That's all he wants to do. How is all this happening? But yet, a 60-year-old Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul is the biggest event that American can come up with in boxing for the year. I don't want to hear bull crap that your athletes went into basketball and American football. It's a stupid argument. Stupid argument, right? Your biggest issue across there is you've never replaced Don King and you've never replaced Bob Arum. ESPN are probably on the verge of packing up boxing. I see one uploader allude to the same thing today. And I said this a little while ago, that ESPN are more than likely going to get out of boxing, and we'll see what Top Rank do. I'm not sure if Top Rank want to be forced into coexisting in the crowded DAZN boxing space right now. It is a little crowded. So I don't know what they do if that happens and ESPN bail out. But, you know, look, you just got to use logic. HBO went, Showtime went. Now, ESPN are going to be thinking, and this is all based on views, not on I'm a real hardcore boxing fan or he's a casual or what. This is just based on viewing figures, these decisions. You want us to put conventional boxing cards out and give up to these promoters to line their pockets up when the biggest event of the year is Jake Paul versus Mike Tyson. Well, see ya. It's been nice knowing you. They're thinking, yo, when we used to work with Mike Tyson, it was against Evander Holyfield. When Showtime used to work with Mike Tyson, it was against Razor Ruddock twice. Now Mike's on Netflix getting money at 60. There they are with Jared Anderson and Efe Ajagba and who else is there. They've got no chance of getting anywhere near Mike Tyson's tax bracket. Nowhere near. Stick around for what? Last year, America's biggest fight was who? Tank Davis, Ryan Garcia, Spence versus Crawford. How long did that take to make? And how one-sided was it? Because when Spence chose to take the fight, you could argue he was damaged goods. Not that I believed he could ever beat Crawford. Michael Woods says Tyson versus Paul at the AT&T Stadium is the highest grossing combat sports gate in Texas history. Over $17.8 million. Almost double the previous $9 million state combat sports gate record set by Canelo versus Billy Joe Saunders in 2021. It's also higher than any non-Las Vegas gate in the history of American combat sports. Ultimately, it's all about entertainment, and I'm not trying to be the boxing snob saying you should watch what the historians or authentic boxing fans say you should watch. It's all about entertainment. Boxing in America is a product they just can't be bothered to promote anymore. It's got to have an angle to it now. 58-year-old Mike Tyson and an influencer. One thing I wish a lot of Americans would do is when they're saying boxing is dead, stop saying it like it's a funeral for the world. Boxing is dead in America.